What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. West Texas Hunting Guys here, Michael and Brandon.
Yeah.
One thing we wanted to come to you today, a little bit of a different video, not necessarily about us getting out there and shooting deer and shooting hogs, but kind of what we do to prepare for the season, what we do to kind of feed the herd, give nutrition to the herd, and products that we use. So
let me give us just some background information. So historically, we're year-round supplemental feeding and supplemental water. Over the past, I don't know, I'd say 5 to 10 years, we've tried a variation of additional supplemental feed. In addition to consistently feeding deer corn, we've done things like, soybean pellet mixes, cottonseed. So we've tried kind of a wide array. And kind of this is where we're at this point in time, and kind of some of our successes with it. Yeah,
absolutely. So this year we decided to try out a bunch of the Big&J products. Those of you in the hunting industry, you've heard Big&J. They're about the biggest name out there when it comes to supplemental feed, deer nutrition, things like that. And they offered so many products. We thought, let's give it a shot. And then at the end of the season, which is where we are now, we'll kind of like go through what we used, how they worked out.
Evaluate how it went.
So there's a few different categories here, but first we're going to start with our minerals that we used. So a couple different types of minerals that we use. One is called the Headrush Mineral. It's in this nice big old bucket here, which was actually super helpful to haul around the ranch, so you're not having to either have a 50-pound bag or a bunch of little smaller bags. But these
things go a lot further than you think.
Yeah, absolutely. So the Headrush and the Legit, which I'll talk about here in a minute, both kind of true mineral supplements. Depending on where you are, where you hunt, your area may or may not have a good amount of natural minerals. But if not, we definitely recommend putting a mineral out. This especially helps with antler growth, but not just antler growth, also general deer herd nutrition. Around springtime especially is when the antlers are starting to grow, but also doe are starting to have those fawns, and doe and fawn need to have minerals in order to grow strong.
Summer is a good growth time into early fall.
Yep, absolutely. So that's Headrush. This one's Legit. Again, very similar. This one does have an intense apple flavor like it talks about. We noticed as soon as we put both of these out, honestly, deer were kind of hitting that pretty frequently, and you could tell that's something that they not only needed but kind of craved.
Again, granular, we've used this by throwing it out on the ground. We've dug holes and filled the holes with it.
Raking it into the ground.
Yeah, raking it in. We've put it into cylinder mineral feeders as well. Some of that stuff gets torn up by hogs, but anyways, things that we've also tried. Moving kind of from the mineral, we kind of move more into the protein route. So Big&J offers a couple of options. This is their BB2 Granular, which is sort of kind of a mix, moving from the mineral stuff into a more protein. Both the BB2 Granular and the To Die For, which is this bag right here, both kind of corn mixed options. So the BB2 is a granular. Both these are 20% protein. They're great long-range attractants as well. I think we found that we've used these, and correct me if I'm wrong, Brandon, we started using these probably August, September time frame, which again, we have regular feed going from our feeders anyways. We might have even overlapped it with some continuing of the mineral sites, but started to use these more. What they recommend, especially this To Die For, is putting them in areas where you've got good airflow. Both of these are long-range attractants in addition to being protein kind of based and rich options. But they're both long-range attractants, so they carry a heavy aroma, and you can tell when you're pouring it out of the bag. And so what we've always done is kind of flicked it up into the air and let it kind of spread throughout our whole area.
Well, one thing I'll mention too is this past season we actually started hunting a brand new ranch that we didn't know anything about, and the first thing we did was we put these 4 products out in different areas. And I'll tell you what, they almost immediately found all 4 of them. And I don't know if there's one they liked more than another. Honestly, they kind of hit all 4 of them. But it really did bring them in a lot quicker than I thought it was going to. So.
Yeah, I actually think, and this is just my personal opinion, that probably our most successful, and it probably just built on these 4 here, was this Deadly Dust. It's a sweet corn attractant. This is what we use primarily mixed with these on those sites leading into bow season, and then honestly throughout bow season and rifle season at the site. It's something that can just, again, kind of similar to these other products, be raked into the ground. It's to supplement. It's an aroma. I mean, we would pour this out a lot of times. When we walk in for a bow sit, to just pour it out maybe 20 yards out in front of us. Right. It was a pretty common occurrence. Go back and watch some of our YouTube videos. You'll see the deer will walk straight up to this deadly dust and sit and lick the site.
Well, and truthfully, we'd never done a whole lot of that leading up to this season, but it worked so well, we literally kept doing it almost every time we hunted. We always asked, okay, do you have a bag of Big&J with you? Because we would take it out with us, do a real quick dusting in a couple spots, hop in our stand, and it always brought them in. Or even if we weren't hunting like you talked about, we'd go out, to
film
prep,
feeders, check cameras,
to prep for a hunt, and we put them out. And honestly, even those big bucks that are super wary of stuff would come in much more regularly as we were using all these Big&J products, but especially that deadly dust.
For sure. I'd say first season with Big&J was a success from our standpoint. We're going to continue to use some of these products as long as they're available to us. We're going to keep using them and hopefully continue to have success by using them.
Absolutely. So let us know what you think of the Big&J products. I know there's a lot of products out there. We're definitely not a pro on all of them, but we have really enjoyed all of these products. We'll put down in the description kind of what each of them are, but definitely drop down there in the comments what you like, any tips for us as well.
Sure.
We're all about learning.
Other products you're using that are successful as well. We'd love to hear it.
Anyways, that's it, guys. Thanks for joining. Again, if you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe. We're putting out DIY videos, reviews, but also a lot of bow hunting and rifle hunting content. So subscribe, follow along on Instagram at West Texas Hunting Guys, and we'll catch you next time.